I must be honest with you. This one is personal. The very ideal of friendship has always been important to me. Having someone in my life that I can depend on is an essential part of my very existence. And that's coming up next on Higher Learning. I'm sure that for many of us, we have discovered that there have been those that we thought were our friends, only to find out that they were actually associates, or even worse. Remember Judas? He was in the circle, but he wasn't a friend. So I beg the question, who is in your circle? I want you to think about what it truly means to be a friend. For me, a friend is the one that can help me when I'm down. They're the one that I can depend on when my life is in disarray. And I believe that when we search the scriptures, we see what friendship looks like. Jesus said that I no longer call you servant because the servant doesn't know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friend. For everything I have learned from my Father, I have made known to you. One of the things that is important in establishing a true friendship is taking the time to know the person. How can I be a good friend when I don't know anything about the person? If I know you, I will know how to care for your needs. I will know how to help you up. And speaking of knowing and helping up, the Bible talks about the time when Lazarus was dead. And Jesus, he wept. Was Jesus crying because Lazarus was dead? Colin Cruz once said, this is hard to reconcile with the fact that Jesus knew that he would shortly raise Lazarus from death. But if he was moved with anger, his weeping might have reflected deep disappointment in the faithless weeping and wailing of Mary and the Jews. You see, they didn't know Jesus. Friendship also means sacrifice. Are you willing to give up your time if your friend really needs you? Jesus took that statement one step further and said, greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend. So, at the very least, do we have an unconditional love for our friends? The Bible tells us that there is a friend closer than a brother, and we know that person is Jesus. But can we say the same? Are we the one that can be closer than a brother to someone in need? Are you friends with like minded people? The Bible says, I am a friend with everyone who worship you. I am a friend to everyone who obeys your instructions. We want to be friends with those that have that type of relationship with God so that we can have a godly relationship with them. So take the time to look at those you call friend? Do they really care about you? Do they pray for you? Do they show God's love towards you? Are they friends with the world? Because if they are an enemy to God. And remember, if you want true friends in your life, you must be a true friend in theirs. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.
So, what are you reading?
Oh, it's my new book, Conception, One Man's Worldview. So far, folks seem to really like it. You can check it out. Just hit the QR code in the corner there and let me know what you think. That's Conception, One Man's Worldview. Thanks.